gorgeousness. I hope you all feeling great today because it's a beautiful morning in Switzerland. Without further ado, hi, my name is Elyss, and if it's your first time to know about me, please click the link above and you'll discover the Fleur De Luna dolls. That's right, and I'm one of them. So last weekend, I have a total relaxing day. I have no work. I was having a nice cup of latte and sat on the couch binge watching TV series on Netflix. Yes, girl, that day felt like amazing. So speaking of Netflix, have you ever watched the Emily in Paris? Oh my god, I am so obsessed. They have the second season just premiered and the fashion was... I don't know what to say, but I am blown my bags off. Well, you know, I watched the entire series anyway, and there have so many dresses and clothes I like in the film, which Emily wore. So when she wore this blue dress at Tropez episode, oh my god, this is my favorite. Let's see the clip, shall we?
Bonjour.
Emily. Hello again.
Wasn't she gorgeous? Oh my god, she is super cute. And the hairstyle, the dress, and the shoes, amazing. So I decided to create this look because I really like the ruffles on the top. It has also a V neckline and the skirt has ruffles with a symmetrical style. I really can't wait to create this dress, so let's do it. So let me find the materials. Let me think. I think it's in the cupboard. So we're using the Fleur De Luna Elyss in brunette hair because Emily has the same or similar color with the Brunette doll that we have here. For me, she is the perfect doll to match as Emily for this project. The materials I'm using are scissors, pins, the fabric. It should be a lightweight fabric that is easy to cut. The pattern. Normally I create a pattern and do it from the very start, but here I already have my own patterns, so I'm using it for the time being. Then afterwards I'm going to pin all the patterns on the fabric, then cut the fabric as closest to the pattern so that once you're going to sew, it's not doing any excess. I also cut some strips for later to create the frills of the dress. Now I have all the cutouts, so I lay them all together, so make sure I will be able to see what I am sewing. Especially they are so tiny and it's nice to lay out on the table before I'm going to start sewing. For the first part, I'm going to sew the top bodies of the dress. So basically it has two darts on each side, so I'm going to sew on each dart. This is to create the shape of the breast. Once done, this is how it looks like after I sew the darts. And I also fold in the neck side of the front of the bodies. And lastly, I iron the darts to look really nice and flat, and also it creates this professional look. This is how it looks like after ironing the darts. It's really flat. And now I'm going to fold and sew this part of the bodies to prevent fraying. And this strip, I'm going to create a frills afterwards. So later I'm gonna show you how I am doing it. This is how it looks like after sewing the sides, and I totally forgot to sew the sides of the bodies, especially the armholes. I noticed that there is so many loops of threads around here, so I'm gonna remove them. I have to be careful to remove these threads so that it will not get damaged. Now it looks great, so I'm ready to continue. The dress has a ruffle over the shoulders, and this strip should create that ripple effect. So this strip, I'm going to sew both sides. One is folded and the other side is a relaxed thread which I can pull out to create the wrinkle or the undulation effect. Then I sew it over the bodies like in this C-shaped formation, and also I'm going to fold it over like this. And normally I iron it so that the ruffles will stay in its position. Now I have done it over on the left side part, and also I'm going to repeat it on the right side as well. I will continue creating these ruffles and place it over like this, and I have to check that the armhole has been sewn in so that it stops fraying when I'm sewing. And voila, this time we're going to close this point of the bodies, and the ruffle seems to be parallel to each other. Now we're going to attach both end points, and it should look like this. Make sure you iron it flat on the front, and also you're going to sew the sides here and iron it as well, so you can see it's really nicely done. For the skirt, we should have 3 fabrics. At the front is shorter, and also on the sides are a little bit asymmetrical. It drops down to become a little bit longer at the back part. Make sure you check both sides that are parallel and sew them all together like this. Always remember that you should sew good side to good side. On top of the skirt, we're going to create a ruffle effect. It looks like this. And I kept pulling the thread to make sure it is correct, and then once done, I'm going to add a piece of strip over and connect all the bodies all together in 3-in-1. Then I sew a line here, and it will look like this. Afterwards, I fold the extra strip downwards. There's so much fabric across here, so I should cut it as much as possible to lessen the bulk, and it's easier for me to fold the fabric. Once done, it's easier for me to fold the extra fabric and then start sewing the lining to have a really nice surface. The inside part should look like this. The outside should look neat and tidy, and you can see it's all proportional. Lastly, we create the ruffles, which we're going to attach at the bottom of the skirt. I have to create also extra ruffles because sometimes I am short with the length of these ruffles, and once done, I'm going to sew it over and iron it as well. To finish our project, I'm going to sew the back side of the skirt, and it will look like this, as you can see. Most importantly, don't forget to put the snaps at the back of the dress, because these are the little finer details that we tend to forget. And I really like these metal snaps because they're easy to use and also beautiful as a closure. Finally, my inspired blue dress from Emily in Paris when she was in Tropez is finally worn by our Elyss from Fleur De Luna collection. She looks pretty amazing, and I'm so glad I created this dress. What do you think, guys? Doesn't she look nice on this light blue ruffled dress? Of course, I put also some accessories like the hat, and definitely her favorite bag. And before we go, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, stay gorgeous. Bye!